quite interesting. When we were talking about Thiers, I noticed that Alexandros and yourself, Augustin, mention scooters. It's like the scooters is like the main model of Thiers. For me, I see Thiers really as a mobility company, right? They own different technology. They also own the whole charging. I mean, they bought the charging company, right? And I think when I think about Thiers, I don't actually think about scooters anymore.
I have to say, I don't yet agree. By the way, Push Me is the company that we're talking about. I mean, they bought the hardware of Coop many years ago, 2020, if I remember correctly, and they only start expanding now a couple of months ago in Germany. Before that, there was just a city. With bikes, they haven't done that much until basically Next Bike, because before they had, I think, a couple of pilots, only one in UK, New York, one in Norway, and somewhere else, maybe they launched. So for me, honestly, I mean, 90% of your vehicles and more are scooters. You're still a scooter company. Whereas, I don't know, other companies might have it a bit better, I would say. Like, for instance, I don't know, GoTo, the Israeli company, is also here now in Malta. They have Emi, they're in Madrid. They have basically all the different models. Go sharing, okay, mostly moto, but, they start getting a momentum. Revi here in Spain start also going different modes as well. Started from scooters now. They probably have more operations actually with motors and bikes. So I believe, my at least view, some of these companies are a bit more multimodal, let's say, more mobility rather than Tier, at least not yet.
I agree. I mean, the Tier is also then like full in the like expansion phase and for the kick scooters. I mean, as a company and as a startup, I mean, you need to pick your battles, I would say. I think they went in this direction of like expanding like crazy with like these scooters, conquering a lot of markets, moving into small cities and towns as well. And like GoTo and others, or like Go Sharing, maybe they're more multimodal, but on the expansion, they're not that fast and not that aggressive as Tier. I think they have more capacity to go this direction. I think for Tier, it takes a lot of attention, or a lot of attention is needed to get the expansion in right. That was the main focus. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with Alexandros as well. I might watch too much marketing from Thierry on LinkedIn. But anyways, before we move from this topic, what I never understood is why others raised, at least at a certain point, as much money as Thierry, but they never expanded through acquisitions. What do you guys think? Like, why did other companies also raise a lot of money? Actually, I saw, I think Voy raised 500 million. So that's a lot of money.
It's a good point. I see Augustin is ready to say something, so I will leave it to him for now.
Yeah, I think you need to. Yeah, I think regarding Tier, I mean, you need to see, okay, have they really acquired the company as a whole, or just like parts of it, like technology, for example, or like licenses and like with wind in Italy, or like tenders they won. I think that's that. We need to see, okay, what have they really acquired in their move? And I think like overall, it's like quite challenging to buy a company with a different culture and to integrate it in your setup. They have like different culture, different team, different IT. I mean, as a like fast scaling startup, you want to focus on your stuff, and I think you don't have the capacity to deal and also with like all the side hassles. And maybe also like the kind of failed acquisition of Cirque by Bird was also like a warning signal. Yeah, I mean, they're like, when was it, 2019, early 2020? I mean, basically Cirque was dead a couple of weeks after the deal. I think Bird lost a lot of money there. All the people left. So I think that's also like could be seen as a signal or a sign that it's super tricky to integrate and like a company that you acquire. And I think a lot of people or companies and leaders are shy of it. They try to move on. and with their like own progress, with their own like team, and try to push others out of the market. Because as we discussed earlier, customers are not loyal. Yeah, I mean, if one brand of scooters isn't around anymore, nobody cares. Yeah, I mean, I think that there might be also a reason that they that they are happy about every like scooter brand that's disappearing from the scene, because that means more customers for their own scooter brand. It might be cheaper and less complex to do it this way.